The crowded markets and bazaars in Pakistan after almost 2 months long lockdown. This may be a scary scene for policymakers who want people to maintain a safe distance over what government claims a surge in novel coronavirus cases. However, not everyone trusts his government's policy regarding the COVID-19. Official statistics claim that tens of thousands of Pakistanis have tested positive, while mortality rate caused by the COVID-19 is still far below the threshold of any significant alarm. The reasons for a carefree public attitude regarding the spread of novel coronavirus in Pakistan go much beyond the compulsive economic condition of people. People here are generally very skeptical about the virus after growing complaints that the patients who had in fact died of their natural deaths in the hospital were linked with COVID-19. This is a military hospital in garrison city of Rawalpindi, near capital Islamabad. The hospital diagnosed this man, Muhammad Sharif, as a patient of chronic constipation and hence recommended his urgent intestinal surgery in another hospital. However, the moment Sharif arrived in this hospital in same city, the medical staff declared him a COVID-19 suspected patient. Sharif died within hours in the absence of urgently needed first aid. He was buried by the local administration without proper Islamic rituals. Subsequently, an official laboratory report found his blood samples as negative.
अगर बर वक्त जो उनकी प्रॉब्लम थी उसका इलाज होता तो उनकी डेथ ना होती.
Had the medical staff provided the first aid to the patient right in the beginning, he would not have died. His death speaks of the incompetence of the doctors, like the head of the hospital. The doctors work like mafias. It is murder because they have taken their patient's life.
करार दूंगा जी कि उन्होंने एक बंदे की जान ली.
This is just a tip of the iceberg of similar cases across Pakistan.
They have had this SOP, standard operating procedure, that he would first be screened for COVID-19 and then kept in an isolation ward where they don't receive any medical aid. If that is an emergency, such people are likely to die, and they do die. And if a patient who dies even before tests are results of the tests are there, they are just blindly turned and labeled as a COVID-19 related death. All the patients who are dead on arrival in the hospitals, they are also labeled as COVID-19 related deaths. Such entries and numbers are definitely bogus. You cannot label a person as having died of COVID-19 until or unless his tests, blood tests, or even other swab tests are positive. So this is, I believe, an unprofessional way of reporting deaths.
Whosoever lands in a hospital under emergency conditions, like they might have a heart attack or other diseases, they are driven forcibly towards the corona ward, and because of lack of initial first aid, many of them die, and those statistics are included in your official statistics of mortality.
Yeah, this is very unfortunate. I agree with you. There are a number of instances where every patient is taken as a possible patient of coronavirus. Actually, it should be otherwise. Every patient should be seen as not a coronavirus patient unless proven COVID-19. We are trying to change it.
There are far more number of similar adverse cases in Pakistan's southern province of Sindh, particularly in its mega port city of Karachi, where party of late Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto has been at the helm of affairs.
The COVID-19 statistics are lies because we have not found evidence of people dying with coronavirus in the hospitals the way the Sindh government has been claiming.
This hospital in Karachi has been in the heart of controversy. A family blamed the medical staff for deliberately flowing excessive air pressure through ventilator, which damaged the lungs of a female patient. Subsequently, the patient died. The hospital, however, denies the allegation. Even patients who reported minor medical problems were admitted forcibly as suspected COVID-19 cases, and some of them died under mysterious conditions in Karachi. Many suspect the very accuracy of COVID-19 diagnostic kits. Some public health officials admit that the kits have been churning out misleading medical reports. This is a Pir Jagot, a village in Khairpur district of Sindh province. Here, the regional Sindh government conducted as many as 251 COVID-19 tests. All among the suspected cases tested positive. However, within days, a private laboratory detected no sign of COVID-19 in nearly 200 suspected patients among them. The complaints against the diagnostic kits elsewhere in Pakistan are not very different.
This test in itself has a margin of error. No test is 100% correct. There is always a margin for showing some false negative or false positive tests. But the figures that you are giving me, they are horrendous. They are very disturbing if it is true, and we need to look into this.
The bigger question is, has the exponential growth of positive cases been triggered by the novel coronavirus or something else? Public health officials reveal that a significant number of the patients who tested positive have been under medication for various diseases such as diabetes, asthma, flu, lungs, and heart problems. Medical experts suspect that they might have tested positive for being under medication. Every COVID-19 suspected case seems no longer contagious in Pakistan. Numerous patients who tested positive did not transfer the virus to their close family members. Muhammad Ilyas and his family, residents of Islamabad, are one such example.
My parents and I used to eat together in the same room where my father was in self-quarantine. My mother stayed in the same room with my father all the time. Nonetheless, my mother and I tested negative, while my father tested positive.
Pakistan has far less mortality rate as compared to the other Western countries. What are the factors?
The environmental factors, however, are manifold. They are inconclusive in terms of their effect, but gradually evidence is gathering about some of them. For example, temperature, humidity, viral mutation, our immunity patterns. We might be plateauing in next couple of weeks. And the reason for that is that we have a growing evidence that as the monsoon will start, the humidity would rise, and humidity has a very negative effect on the spread of this disease.
Contrary to this assessment in this interview, Pakistan's de facto health minister Zafar Mirza, along with other officials, have been engaged in doublespeak about the scale of threat of COVID-19. They have been amplifying the threat of the virus based on what appears to be dubious official statistics.
Panic has mainly been created by the media frenzy. Government had very little role to play in that, and they just kept quiet because it suited them as well. They want to create a general panic all over the world, and you see, including Pakistan. Pakistan is also a part of is an actor in this whole drama. Pakistan would be looking to have debt relief. It's a highly indebted nation. They have they have to pay something like $5 or $8 billion in another few months. So they're highly indebted, and they want certain kind of concession for playing the role assigned by the international players.
Some victim families have protested and even resorted to ransack the hospitals after their loved ones were unfairly linked with the novel coronavirus, and they were not even handed back the dead bodies of their relatives who died under questionable circumstances. Many patients with a known history of health problems now avoid visiting hospitals after surge in complaints against the medical staff.